Information and Communication Technology, October-November 2022 paper. Paper code is 041702. We are going to solve database task from October-November 2022 paper. Before moving to database task, we'll do task 1, that is evidence document, because this document will need to place the screenshots of database task. So open file n2202 evidence.rtf. First I will open n220 evidence.rtf. I have extracted all the source files and kept here. So n2202 evidence, this file. Make sure that your name, center number, candidate number will appear on every page of this document. So we have to make sure that our name, center number, candidate number comes on every page of the document. For that, we'll place our details in header section. Whatever we place in header section displays on every page. So name, center number I'll write here 9999 and whatever is your candidate. So name, center number, candidate number is done. Next, save this document in your work area as n2202 evidence followed by your candidate number. For example, like this. So save this in your work area. Work area means folder. Wherever you have created your own work area or the folder, in that folder, this is my work area, you have to write the name given. I've copied that and then candidate number. Save as type, I'll change to Word document. Save. Okay. Now next, this evidence part is done. You will need your evidence document during the examination to place screenshots when required. Now let's move to database task. Task 3, database. You are now going to prepare some reports. Using a suitable database package, import the file n2202 skippers.csv. Suitable database package is MS Access, because we are going to do this database task in MS Access. So first open MS Access. Open MS Access. So now, using suitable database package, import file n2202 skippers.csv. So for importing, you have to click on external data. Before that, you can create your own database as like new blank database. You can give the name of the database as I will give here October November 02 because it's 02 paper, and create. Okay, this space and all is not allowed for the name. You just follow naming rule conventions. October November 02. Now for importing, how to import the table? First question here is import file n2202 skippers.csv. So click on external data. Here two groups are there, import and link and export. In import and link, click on text file because .csv is a text file. Click on browse and then select the file where you have saved, extracted. So n220 skippers.csv, open. Okay. As soon as you click on OK, this dialog import text wizard dialog box will appear. Click on next. Make sure this checkbox is ticked. First row contains filled names because our first row has filled names. Then click on advanced. Why to click on advanced? To check all the filled names and data types are proper or not. So just check the filled names given here. First one is text, second is number, and then till skip gender all are text. So text, long integer, and then all. Till skip gender all are text, and then after that handicap is number. So double is fine for that because here it has to be displayed in 4 decimal places, and whenever any field we have to display in 4 decimal places, double data type can be used. Next is text and all others are numbers. So group is text and all others are numbers, so long integer is fine. Okay, and then next choose my own primary key. Let access add primary key, and next option is choose my own primary key. We'll select choose my own primary key because here we have to set cell number as a primary key. So now you can select field from here, cell number, or directly click on this field, next, and then finish, and then close. Without any import errors, table has been imported over here. Now let's move to next question. Save the data. Data is saved already. Next, import the file n2202 class.csv as a new table in your database. Now, before moving to that, before importing that table, we just skipped this thing. See, handicapped data type is number, and it should be stored as 4 decimal places and display as 4 decimal places. So how to do that? Open this table in design view, home tab view, design view, and handicap. Select this handicap field, and for this field you have to change format as fixed, because it should be fixed to 4 decimal places and decimal places should be 4. And then save data schedule. So you can see this handicap field is now displayed in 4 decimal places. So this is done. Now I'll close this table. Come to next table. Import the file n2202 class.csv as a new table in your database. So again same steps: external data, import and link group, text file, browse, n220 class.csv, open. Okay. Next, first row contains field names. Advanced to check the data types. So you have to check data types. First, till hull type all are text. So till hull type we can see all are text over here. Next is number. Next all. Last 4 fields are number. So number, last 3 will keep as a double, because we have to set it as 2 decimal places. It should be stored in 2 decimal places and displayed in 2 decimal places. So this is fine. Okay. Then next, choose my own primary key, and primary key should be set to class code as a primary key. Set class code as a primary key. So class code, next, and finish. So our next table is also imported here without any errors. Done. Now what is here, like last 3 fields, hull, beam and cell area, they should be stored and displayed as 2 decimal places. So again open this in design view. And the last one, last 3, again format should be fixed and decimal places should be 2 decimal places. In the question paper itself they have mentioned it should be 2 decimal places. Save and data schedule. So this is displayed as 2 decimal places. Similarly we have to do for beam and cell area. So design view, select this field, format should be fixed and decimal places should be 4. Or save the table. See, sorry, it should be 2 decimal places and not 4. So 2 decimal places and save the table. Done. Now the last one, again it should be, format should be fixed and decimal places should be 2. View and data schedule. Save the table. You can see your last 3 fields are displayed in 2 decimal places. Save this table. So we have done with importing this table also. Now move to next question. Take screenshot evidence of the table structure showing the primary key, field names and data types. Place this in your evidence document. So now we have to take screenshot evidence of the table structure and we have to make sure primary key, field names and data types are clearly visible. And this should be placed in evidence number 4. Screenshot evidence of the table structures in your database. So how to do that? First I'll close this table and open first table in design view. You can see primary key, field names and data types are visible here. So take screenshot of this. For taking screenshot I'll be using snipping tool. Done. This is first screenshot. So I'll copy this here in evidence 4. It should be in evidence 4. We can see that screenshot is visible, but still like all fields are not clearly visible. So I'll take one more screenshot here. This last fields, so that all data should be clearly visible. Copy this and paste here. Exactly below this. so that all data should be clearly visible. Race 1 is already there in the first screenshot, so done. Next, now second table. For second table also we have to do same thing. Open it in design view. Primary key, field names and data types should be clearly visible. So for that, again screenshot. Here you can see now all data will be clearly visible. Almost all fields are clearly visible, right? So copy this and place here as a second screenshot. Okay, now next, so this is done. Screenshot of both the tables. Primary key, field names and data types should be visible. Just make sure that primary key, field name, data types, primary key, field name, data types are clearly visible. And extra things, if you want, you can crop it. I think this is fine. Now let's move to next question. Question number 12. Create a one-to-many relationship between class code in the class table and class in the keepers table. So in this question, we have to create a relationship that is one-to-many relationship between class code in class table and class in keepers table. So for that, make sure all tables are closed. Close all tables. Then click on database tools. In relationship group, click on relationships and then select both the tables and add. Close. So both the tables are here. Let's read the question again. Okay. We have to create a one-to-many relationship between class code in class table and class in keepers table. So class code in class table, this class code in class table and class in keepers table. Now for creating relationship between these two, what you have to do, first class code to class, right? So select the field, select that field, press left mouse button and drag it towards the class field to which you want to link. As soon as you drag, this dialog box will appear. Okay, so this dialog box will appear, and then see in this question also they have mentioned take screenshot evidence showing the fields and types of relationship. Place this in your evidence document. So I either before closing that, wait a minute. Before closing or before clicking on create, we can take a screenshot of this dialog box and place this in evidence 5 here. Like I think this should be in evidence 4 and we have placed it in evidence 3. So I'll just make sure it is in evidence 4. Make sure you place screenshots at a proper place, otherwise there are chances of losing marks. Done. So in evidence 5 the screenshot is there, and then now click on create. So you can see a class code to class relationship between these two table has been created. Even if you click on that create table and the dialog box is not visible, just click between here. It will show one-to-many relationship. Okay. And even this screenshot I'll place over there. Make sure both the screenshots are there in evidence 5. Done. Next. So we are done with this creating relationship part over here. Class code to class, one-to-many relationship. Screenshot evidence of the fields and type of relationship. So screenshot evidence of all the fields and types of relationship is there in this. Next, so Next is question number 13. Enter the following details as a new record in the keepers table. So we have to enter these details as a new record in keepers table. So open MS Access, close this relationship which we have created, save this keepers table and go to the last record, or else you can click here new blank record and then enter the records which are given here. So keeper name should be Wang Chan. So make sure spelling and letters like capital, small, everything are proper. The C should be capital. Next is year of birth. It should be 1950. Next, Sunrays. Yacht name should be Sunrays. Then next is Savior Luna. I'll copy paste here, but make sure you enter it. PL003. PL003. Next is and then CHN. CHN. Next, female. Gender is female. Then it is 0.9800. 0.9800. Next, color is blue. 3, 12 and 13. So blue. Next is 3. Next is 12 and next is 13. And the last record here, last data is 4 and 32. 4 and next is 30. So we have entered this data over here. Next, check your data entry for errors. Just make sure you have entered it properly with proper case and proper decimal places. Like there should no error should be there. Save this data. It is for 2 marks. Saved. Next. Next question here is question number 14. Using fields from both the tables, produce a tabular report. So now question number 14, in this question we have to produce a report. So let's see what is given here. Using fields from both tables, produce a tabular report that selects the records where hull type is multi-hull, if gender is female, point is 30 or less. Now whenever you are solving this report part, you should be first clear that which all questions will come in the query section and which will come in the report, because whenever we create report, first we need to create a query, and after that by using that query we create a report, right? So now criterias will come in query. These all are criteria, so these criterias will come in query section over here, and show only the fields keeper name, nationality, yachts class. This field is all these fields will come in query. Okay, so we'll start here now. Show only the fields. Before creating report, we have to create a query first. So show only the fields, skipper name, nationality, yacht class, hull type, sail area, hull, beam, points in this order with data and labels displayed in full. Do not group the data. So for creating query, first thing we need is fields. So which all fields we need here? Show only the fields, skipper name, nationality, yacht class. First close all this, and now click on for creating query, click on create tab. In queries group, click on query wizard and then simple query wizard. Okay, and now we have to select the fields here. Here is the first field. First field is keeper name. Then second, nationality. Nationality is there? Yes, nationality. From the tables we have to select. Table names will be displayed here. Nationality. Then yacht class. I think Yacht class field is not here. We'll check in class. Yacht class, and then hull type, sail area, and then hull, beam, and points. So hull, beam, and points. I think points field is in skipper's table. So select points, then points in this order. So these all fields are here. Okay, so now in this order with data and labels displayed in full, do not group the data. So almost all fields we have selected here. Then next, and now what title do you want for your query? You can give title as, see, some title, whatever title they have mentioned here, we can give that. Include only the text top female multi-hull results. This actually has to be given to the report, but we can give this over here and then finish. So we have created a query over here with all the fields. Make sure all fields are in proper sequence. Just check skipper name, nationality, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 fields are there. 8. So we have all fields over here. Now next thing we can move to this for applying criteria, that is select the records where hull type is multi-hull. So open this in design view, home, design view, this is query design, and we want hull type. So hull type criteria as multi-hull. So we just have to type here multi-hull and then execute, run the query. You can see all hull types are multi-hull over here. So this first criteria is applied for the data. Next, skip gender is female. So again, skip gender is female. Now we can see here, like here it was not mentioned to take that gender, skip gender field, right? But in this criteria they have applied. So either we should take first only in the query or else open it in design view, and then we can drag this to this new field over here. So we can get the skip gender field here. Okay. So skip gender is female. Criteria is female. And then done. Run the query. You can see all skip gender fields are female over here. Next is point is 30 or less. So point should be 30 or less. Again open in design view, and point field should be less than 30. So less than or equal to 30, because point is 30 or less. It should be either 30 or less. So criteria we applied here is less than or equal to 30 and done. You can see all points are like at least 30 or less than 30. So these all criteria have been applied over here. Now, see, this field, these all fields we need to show. This criteria we have to apply in skip gender, that it should be female, but in fields I think it is not necessary that it should be visible. So you can hide that field from here and execute. Criteria wise it will be there, records will be fetched, but it will not be visible over here. Now next is sort the data into ascending order of Yacht class and descending order of points. This we will do in reports. Even page orientation and report, fit on single page wide, this all things are in a report. So query part is done. Just save this query, and now we'll move to create a report of the query which we have created. For creating report, first we need to create query and sort out the, take all these fields and apply criteria. Now close this, and now we'll move to create a report of all this with all these fields. So for creating report, again click on create tab, reports group, report wizard, and now while Selecting fields for making the report, you should make sure that you select all the fields from the query itself, because we have applied some criterias in the query, and based on that data has to be displayed. But if we take from the table, then error will be that the report will not form properly. So make sure all fields are from query. We need all the fields. Next, next, next. And now here you have to sort data. See, sort the data into descending order of Yachts class and ascending order of Yachts class and descending order of points. So Yachts class should be ascending order and points should be descending order. Next, orientation they have mentioned fits on a has a page orientation of portrait. So portrait orientation. See, a next question they have given here fits on a single page with no page numbers displayed. It should fit on a single page. So for that, adjust the field width so all fields fits on a single page. Next, and then what title do you want for the report? Top female multi-hull results. See, includes only the text as a title displayed in the actually this should be the title on the report, but we'll keep this only top female multi-hull result, and then finish. So this is how our report has been created here. It should be displayed on a one page, single page wide. So this is the review of report, but you can see some fields are not clearly visible, some data is not clearly visible. To make that clearly visible, close print review, open this in layout view. And in this layout view, you can sort out, like adjust those fields to make all data properly visible on a single page. And it should be in the same sequence which is given over here. First should be skipper name, then nationality. So just try to drag it here like this. After nationality, I think it is yachts class, hull, yachts class. Adjust this. First, make sure all data is visible so that it will be easy to arrange it. Yachts class. Keeper's name should be first. Select and drag keeper name. Then nationality, and then yacht class. Okay, next is hull type cell. So we can move this hull type over here. Okay, now we can adjust this in a proper sequence. this keeper's name, keeper name, then nationality, then yacht class. So this is what yacht class, and these are points. After points, yacht class, hull type, sail area. After yacht class, hull type should be there. So we need to again adjust this, and I think points is last. We will just drag it at the last. This hull type. This can be a little bit time consuming, so but just make sure it is in proper sequence. Hull type, then cell area, hull, beam, and points. Done. Cell area, hull, beam, and points. So almost this data has been set over here now. Next thing we need to do is like make sure all data is visible. For that also a little bit space should be there. Okay, now almost all data is clearly visible over here and everything is set properly. All fields are set properly and even in the proper sequence also. So now we'll check. It is showing page 1 of 1 over here. This is done. Next question will move to includes only the text of female multi-hull results as a title displayed in a larger font size at the top of the page. So this title we need over here. Open this in design view. Top female multi-hull results, it is there already. Just if you want, you can change the format, make it bold and visible. That's it. Next, calculate the lowest point value and place this below the points column at the end of the report. So now here you have to calculate the lowest point value. Lowest points value means like you have to select these all points filled, all the points data, and you have to calculate the lowest. Lowest means the minimum value. So see what is given here. Calculate the lowest point value and place this below the points column at the end of the report. So select all points and in this design tab, grouping and totals drop down minimum because we want the lowest, right? So we got 11 as the lowest point value over here. Next. Now next what you have to do has a label lowest point score to the left of this value. So now we want label as lowest point score at the left. So in design tab itself select label, drag it here on the left side. Or else open this in design view. And this is a formula, right, which we applied just now. Next, left of this you can add a label and place the text lowest point score. Now open in layout view and just check if it is proper. See. Done. Next, so almost we have done with our report part also here. Last thing is has your name, center number and candidate number on the report. So on report your name, center number, candidate number should be there, name, center number and candidate number. For that you can open in design view, take one label from design tabs and make sure you take label. If you take a text box, then you have to enter the parameter value, enter your name, center number and candidate number. Yeah. Okay, so we are done with this report here. Almost report part is done. Just check the print review of this report. Home, view, print review, because they have mentioned that it should be of a report should be of one page and it should not go on the second page. But here we can see it is going on second page also. On a single page wide and portrait orientation, but here it is going on second page also. It is like printout is coming on two pages. Now how to adjust this? Close print review, then click on view, open layout view. Here you can see like little bit spacing is more after each record. So what we can do here is select this field and press up arrow key, up arrow key of your keyboard. When you press up arrow key, the data will be little bit adjust and it will shift up. This will help to bring all the records on one page. See, so now we can see almost all data is arranged in one page. Now again click on view and print review. Now you can see all data is printed on a single page. So as per the question, like all data should be printed on a single page wide with portrait orientation, proper printout is there. So you should be able to adjust all data horizontally as well as vertically. So we have done with this first report part. What is next? Save and print your record. Print out to make sure you have entered your name, center number, candidate number on your report. Enter name, center number, candidate number as we have done here and then take print out. Next is take screenshot evidence showing the database formula used to calculate the lowest point value. Place this in your evidence document. If you remember, here we have done one calculation. We have calculated lowest point value. Now we have to take screenshot of that formula and place in evidence 6. So weave this in design view. You can see this formula and I think this is overlapped. Just shift this arrow over here. Okay, and we want now screenshot of this formula. So with the help of snipping tool, take screenshot of this formula, copy and place it in evidence number. Take screenshot evidence showing the database formula used to calculate the lowest point value. So we need only the formula which calculates lowest point value and in evidence number 6. So this is evidence 6 and place. Only formula is okay. If you have taken the labels, that is also okay. Otherwise, crop this labels part. This is not needed. Fine. So here, this was the last question for this report. We have completed with this report part. Now we'll move to second report of this database task. Question number 15. Using fields from both tables, produce a tabular report that selects only the records where Yacht's name contains the text and group is blue or red. These are criteria which we have to apply in the query. As I told you, before creating the actual report, we need to create a query. Okay, and these all fields should be there. So only the fields, skipper name, year of birth, cell name, these all fields we have to take. So let's move to create a query. Click on create tab in queries group, click on query wizard, simple query wizard, and then select the fields. First field should be in the same sequence which is given here. First is skipper name. So skipper name will get in. Make sure you select from the table itself. Don't select fields from the previous query. Skipper name, year of birth, then cell number, yacht name, make yacht class, make yacht class will get in class, and then group handicap points. So group handicap and points. So almost all fields we have taken. This last field, which is new points, this field we have to create at a runtime. Okay, we'll see how to create that. Before that, we have taken all the fields. Now click on next, next, and here you have to give the title for the query. So title for the query, I'll give this morning race results. Finish. Okay, so morning race result, this query is ready here. Next, as like we have to create query, first query is created, fields are sorted. Now what we need to do is we need to apply criteria. This question we have done. Now apply criteria. Before applying this criteria, we'll create new field, contains a new field called new points, which is calculated at runtime to multiply points by handicap. So we have to create new points field by multiplying points filled by handicap field. So copy that. For creating new field, open in design view and come to this new field here. Copy the name. First you have to write the name of the field. Name of the field should be new points, colon, in bracket, in square bracket you have to multiply points by handicap. So here it should be points, bracket close, multiply by handicap. Handicap. Okay. So while writing this new field, while creating this new field name first we have to write. Then in square brackets we write the name of the field and then multiply with the second field and the formula like this. And then that. You can see your new points field is displayed. Next. So this is done. Now we can move for applying criteria. Select only the records where yacht name contains the text son. So yacht name, open this query in design view, and here yacht name should contain in criteria part. See, yacht name contains the text son. It should contain the text son. Son and run. Asterisk sun asterisk like sun. So whichever field, like the field in which sun is there, all those data should be visible. See, yacht name. Yacht name should contain sun. So in this yacht name, everywhere where sun is there, all those fields are being visible. Next, group is blue or red. Now a group should be blue or red. So view, design view, and in group criteria it should be blue or red. So or blue, or else you can type like this, blue or red, enter, and then see, group should be blue or red. Next, this criteria are applied. A new field we have created. This is done. So now almost like query part all is done. Now we'll move to create a report. So our query is ready here. Close this. Now for creating report, click on create tab and reports group, report wizard. Now make sure you don't select any table. You have to select the whole query, because to sort out, to retrieve those fields we have created query, right? You have to make sure all fields from query are here. It should be again in same sequence. So one by one I'll select here like this. Next, 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 we don't want to group anything. Let's say if any sorting is there, sorts the data into ascending order of Yacht name. We need to sort data of Yacht name into ascending order. So Yacht name, ascending order, and done. Page orientation should be landscape and fits a single page wide and print on 2 pages only. It should print on 2 pages only. Next, it should be landscape. Adjust the filled width so all fields fit on a single page. All filled width should be like it should, all fields should fit on 1 page, but records can go on, like records can fit on second 2 pages. So next, review the report. Title you can change here. Title should be this one. Morning race includes only the text morning race results as a title. So just copy this text. Yes, finish. So here a report is ready. Again, as the previous one, like maybe fields are interchanged. Here the fields are not arranged in sequence or it is not fitting properly. So we have to adjust that. Close review. Open in layout view. And we have to make sure first all data is clearly visible. And then we can arrange in the sequence as given in the question. In layout view, you can adjust this by pressing the arrow keys left or right on your keyboard. Now, in year of virgin. Okay. So now here, so first should be show only the fields. They should field should be visible in this sequence which is given here. First should be skipper name. Okay. So skipper name. Yacht name should be here. Skipper name should be first, and then okay. After first yacht skipper name, and then year of birth. YOB should be the second field. YOB. After YOB, I think sale number and then yacht name. Again, sale number we have to shift here. Yacht name. Then Make Yacht class group. Make Yacht class group. I think others are in sequence. You have to make sure that all data is clearly visible over here. Okay. I think now almost all data points are visible. Last should be new points. We'll just arrange that also to make it clearly visible. Okay. So now this report part here is done. We have arranged all the fields properly here in a sequence. Just check once like all are in proper order. First should be skipper name, then year of birth, cell number, yacht name, make, yacht class, group, handicap, then points and new points. I think it is proper now. Next now is we've done with this sorting and all. It's a single page wide and prints on two pages only. Here like calculations are not mentioned. Include only the title morning race result as a title displayed in a larger font size at the top of the page. I think title is displayed here morning race results. Display only your name, center number, candidate number in the footer so it appears in the same position on every page. So now open to write your name, center number and candidate number in the footer. Open this in design view and in report footer. It should be displayed on every page, right? So it should be page footer. So take one label and in page footer write your name, center number and candidate number. Okay. Just review this in layout. Now open in layout view and check. In footer it should be visible. Just check the print review. View print review. I think almost all data is clearly visible. All field names are clearly visible in proper sequence and report should be of. You have to make sure that your report fits only in two pages and it should not go on the third page. But again, here it is going in third, it is taking third page also. It is clearly mentioned here. Fits a single page wide and prints on two pages only. So now again we have to make sure that the data fits in two pages only. So to adjust that, close print review. In layout view, you can see we can see your space is there. Select this field and with the help of up arrow key of your keyboard, just press up arrow key so that data goes up and it is little proper. Arrange it so that report should be proper. At least it should look proper. All data is clearly visible. Share that. Okay. Now save this and again check the print. Now we can see page 1 of 2. Now it is printing on two pages and my name, center number and candidate number also appears on both the pages. So now this is a proper report. It fits in a like all fields should be fit in a single page wide and all data should come in Basically your report should be in 2 pages. Done. So report, second report is ready here. Close, print, review. What is next? This is done. Save and print your report. Print out 3. Make sure you have entered your name, center number, candidate number on your report, and then take the print of it. Here we have completed our database task. Thank you.